Today I'm going to show you how to set up a Ferroli boiler. The one I'm working at the moment is the I-25, but this is exactly the same boiler as the HE26C, Domicondens F28, anything basically with a heat exchanger that looks like that. And the reason we have to set the boiler up properly, because the boilers come out of the factory way overrated, and the water content in these is shared actually between the hot water and the central heating. So basically what we have to do, we have to set the boiler up to suit the property. So if you've only got 2 radiators, we need to tell the boiler that we only actually have 2 radiators. So what we're going to start off with, we keep our finger pressed on the reset button, and you can see going around like a little clockwork. That's it acknowledging that you're keeping the button pressed in. And what it'll actually do eventually, if you keep your finger pressed in, it will actually come up TS. And it does take a long time because it's sort of anti-tamper proof, so customers can't do it. So you just see that, you let go. Press it once again, let go. The first parameter we need to go into is parameter 2, and the way we do that, the bottom parameters, the bottom 2 buttons are the parameters 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, and the top parameter, top buttons, you need to actually see what that value is. So the first parameter we're going to go into is parameter 2, and this is basically the ramp rate, how fast the actual boiler will actually heat up. So basically if you've got anything up to about 6 radiators, we need to knock that down to 2% or 2 degrees every minute. Anything over 7 plus, just put up to 3. So it heats up about 3 degrees every minute. Then what we need to do then, we're going to range rate it to tell the boiler how hard to work for the actual load, basically how many radiators are on the system. So we're going to go to parameter 6, press the top button to see its value, and what you'll notice, every single boiler that you'll probably see out there says 100%, and that's 100% of 25 kilowatts. That's going to heat up one of these small heat exchangers, which is basically what it does in the end. It actually burns it out, or you start getting a pinhole inside it. So what we're going to do, the way we work it out, this is the basic rule of thumb. If you say each radiator is worth 10%, just for starters, so we're going to say we've got 5 radiators, each one's worth 10. So we need to knock it down so it goes down to 50%. Then what will happen, the boiler will actually be quieter. You'll actually find out that in the future you won't be changing heat exchangers. It can limit itself on a lot of leaks. It won't be kettling all the time. And you can actually do this when you're going to do a service, a repair, change a circuit board. If you set that boiler up, you might basically get rid of a lot of problems on the boiler in the first place. And this is one of the things that you'll need to do on installations as well, because the boiler will basically just cook itself. The heat exchanger will melt, it'll leak everywhere, and then all along all it needs is just setting up properly in the first place, which is why I'm doing this video. So I've set that to 50% of the boiler, which makes the boiler now around about 12 or 13 kilowatts, half of its power. The next parameter I'm going to go into, parameter 12, and this parameter is for the hot water output. And I'll press the top button, you can see the value of what parameter 12 is. Parameter 12 is the hot water output. Because the heat exchanger is so small, once again you probably heard these boilers kettling when you've got the hot water on, and eventually they will probably pinhole. Could take a year, could take 2, could happen in a couple of weeks. But what we normally do, we knocked that down to 85%, and you will still get hot water. It'll still come out the actual temperature that you desire. And then what you do when you've done all the settings, you press the reset button, keep your finger pressed in, and you can see it going around in like a little clockwork style. Then you don't let go of the button until you see the actual screen change. And like I said, they're all anti-tamper proof, so your customers can't just press a button by mistake. There we go. And what you'll notice, the boiler will be quieter. That's actually set up now for 5 radiators in the system. And that's how you set up a Ferroli boiler with anything with one of these main heat exchangers. HE26C, I25, I29, a euroterm, a Domicondens F28. They've all got this type of heat exchanger, so you need to set them up accordingly. That's how you set the boiler up. Any more information, just go to my website at www.plumheat.info.